starts now.
Good evening and welcome to Newswatch 12 at 5. I'm Dan Hagan. A line of severe weather is coming into Wisconsin right now. Chief Meteorologist Jeff Weller joins us from our weather center. Jeff, what are you seeing out there?
All right, Dan, let's start here. This is a line of severe weather entering western Wisconsin as we speak. This line's about 40 miles wide, moving to the southeast about 35 to 40 miles per hour. In it, it has contained 70-mile-per-hour wind gusts near Duluth a little while ago, all moving in our direction forward tonight. Now, this will likely lose intensity as it works its way toward north-central Wisconsin, but still expect some gusty winds, some heavy downpours tonight. This is round one. Round two will be back behind this tomorrow, as we probably have more weather coming through tomorrow evening into tomorrow night. So here comes line one tonight. Then the atmosphere recharges tomorrow. And so we're watching this area this evening. Again, they're going to be weakening as they enter north-central Wisconsin, but still expect some gusty winds this evening. And then tomorrow, we're watching this area-wide tomorrow for the potential for some more severe weather about this time tomorrow night. So our forecast then tonight, though, is a line of showers and storms out there, locally heavy rainfall and some very gusty winds with low temperatures down near 48. Your full forecast is coming up, Dan.
Very few places in the world can claim a mythical beast as their own, but that's exactly the case in Rhinelander, where it's hard to go a few blocks without seeing a Hodag. The city is celebrating its unique history this week with the Hodag Heritage Festival, and it includes a tour breaking down Hodag history. Newswatch 12's Michael Lodholtz explains.
For over a century, people have been coming to the Northwoods in search of a rare creature, the Hodag.
Hodag is a prehistoric lizard-like fur-bearing creature with horns, oxen-like horns, tusks for teeth, razor-sharp claws, spines down its back, and it's a mythological creature developed by Eugene Shepard.
Local historian Kerry Bladorn has dedicated himself to learning all there is to know about the creature.
So I have just read everything I could get my hands on and dug deep into the annals of the history books and shared that knowledge with other people.
The Hodag was first introduced to the world by Gene Shepard back in 1896 at the Oneida County Fairgrounds. The legend grew from there, and in 1918, the Hodag received the honor of being named the Rhinelander High School mascot. This week is the Hodag Heritage Festival, and people will have a chance to learn more about the mythical beast. Saturday marks the first ever Hodag History Bus Tour, and seats will be filling up fast. The tour is free to all visitors wanting to learn more about their beloved creature of the North and the town that adopted it. The tour will begin and end at Pioneer Park Saturday at 1, 2, and 3. Participants will have the pleasure of being guided on this tour by Al Higgins. Sites around the town will include the iconic Hodag at the Chamber of Commerce, the courthouse, and the gravesite of Gene Shepard, amongst others. Bladorn is excited to bring the Hodag to more people. The bus tour is part of the larger festivities this week for the second annual Hodag Heritage Festival.
It's really important to just take some time once a year to celebrate this creature, realize how unique it is, how important it has been to the community, and that people from around the country and around the world know about this creature, love this creature, and want to come visit Rhinelander and check it out.
In Rhinelander, Michael Lodholtz for Newswatch 12.
Back in 2020, 10 Wisconsin Republicans attempted to cast electoral ballots for Donald Trump. 2 Wisconsin Democratic electors and a voter have now sued those Republicans. Their lawsuit alleges Trump and his allies attempted to overturn his loss in the presidential race. It seeks up to $2.4 million, as well as disqualifying the Republicans from ever serving as electors again. The Republicans in this case argue they weren't trying to overturn the election, just to keep their legal options open. It's the first such lawsuit in the 7 swing states where GOP electors falsely declared Trump as the winner. A former Democratic state lawmaker has pleaded guilty to failing to pay nearly $200,000 in employment taxes. 60-year-old Kevin Shabilsky of Merrill entered the plea in federal court Monday. Shabilsky represented the 24th Senate District from 1995 to 2002. He later served as the state tourism secretary under Governor Jim Doyle. The U.S. Attorney's Office agreed to dismiss all other charges on Shabilsky, including 8 counts of wire fraud and disposing of hazardous waste without a permit. Shabilsky's sentencing is set for September 13th. He faces a maximum sentence of 5 years in federal prison, 3 years of supervised release, and a $250,000 fine. The Milwaukee man has been sentenced to 10 years in jail for throwing acid in the face of another man. Clifton Blackwell's sentence was handed down by a federal judge today, a state judge. A jury found 64-year-old Blackwell guilty of first-degree reckless injury with a hate crime modifier. The conviction comes after the attack in 2019 when Blackwell got into an argument with a person over a parking space. Students at D.C. Everest Junior High went back in time today, taking part in the annual Civil War Day. Students traveled to the 1860s to hear about the United States' deadliest war, learning about music, medicine, and the lives of troops. Principal Jason McFarland says the Civil War is an important chapter in the American history.
Well, we want them to be able to live an era like the Civil War. We want them to clearly understand what was important then, what people their age may have been going through at that particular time.
McFarland doesn't always dress up like President Abraham Lincoln. That was just for today. He says the work put in by staff members to recreate the Civil War era has left a lasting impression on the students.
If you talk to students that have left the junior high school, even our high school, they'll talk about they remember Civil War Day and what that was like and the experiences they had at that point.
The fun and history-filled day included a performance by the 1st Brigade Band, which has been recognized as the nation's top Civil War band. There were also many different stations on the school grounds showing off Civil War life, including the firing of a cannon. One man in Arbor Vitae is absolutely spellbound by his one-of-a-kind business. Coming up on Newswatch 12, we'll hear why each day for him is a new story. That's after weather.
Here at Nicolay Law, we've been really fortunate to have people that have worked here for over a decade, to have people that are friends, to people that are family members, and that transfers over to a unique law firm, a law firm that wins for our clients because of that unique relationship, that connection, that dedication, that watching each other's back, and that everyone here wants to help each other, and more importantly, wants to help each other's clients.
Get local, award-winning injury lawyers. Get Nicolay.
Everyone sleeps at Tomahawk Furniture and Gun with prices so low you'll have to bend over to see them. Prices that'll make your eyes pop out. Want to sleep watching TV? Check out our recliners. You want to pass out face first in a sofa? Check out our sofas. And beds. We've got beds. Check us out. Prices so low you'll think we're crazy. Because everyone sleeps at Tomahawk Furniture and Gun.
Love that Chevy Blazer. That's our next SUV. Love that Equinox. That's our next SUV.
Nice Trailblazer.
It was love at first sight. What?
The Chevy family of SUVs. Find new options. Find new roads.
It's Chevy Sport Utility Spring. Well-qualified buyers can get 0% financing or get a $1,000 cash allowance on all 2022 Equinox models. Chevrolet, the #1 selling brand in Wisconsin.
Carpet City.
Come to Carpet City Flooring Center's grand opening sale and receive massive savings along with free carpet installation. Take advantage of grand opening savings at the brand new Eagle River store and all existing locations. Come see why builders and designers only choose Carpet City Flooring Center for their flooring needs. And receive huge savings at the Carpet City Flooring Center grand opening sale.
Our prices will floor you.
Quality Homes of Tomahawk now sells modular homes built by Wisconsin Homes. Wisconsin Homes has maintained a tradition of building some of the finest homes on the market. Quality Homes also has a large selection of new manufactured and mobile homes. New homes are available for immediate delivery and set up anywhere in Wisconsin. Whether buying your first home or a cabin getaway, Quality Homes has the experience and expertise to make your dreams reality. Visit them today at qualitymh.com.
I know it feels cloudy and colder out there today, but this is a line of strong storms across western Wisconsin moving into north central Wisconsin tonight. Now, it's losing a bit of intensity as it does so, but still expect some loud storms to come through the next 2 or 3 hours with some gusty winds and torrential downpours briefly as this line comes through tonight. And this is round 1. Round 2 comes through tomorrow. These things are packing a punch, by the way. They're reaching about 40,000 feet up into the atmosphere. That's high for a thunderstorm. They have lots of moisture with them, lots of wind energy that will continue into tonight. So back off to the west of this, a new line is forming across parts of central Minnesota. That'll likely swing through after midnight tonight, but be non-severe, non-strong. Those storms will be. This first line, though, will likely get a bit loud around here, so kind of secure the trampoline now, the lawn furniture. It's likely to get a bit windy, especially along and north of Highway 8 in the next 2 or 3 hours. So here comes line 1 coming through the area tonight, basically out of the area by the 10 o'clock news this evening. But then behind it, we're going to destabilize the atmosphere tonight and throughout the day tomorrow. You'll feel it getting increasingly more humid, and then another line is going to come through tomorrow afternoon about this time into tomorrow evening. So for tonight, this is the weather area we're watching most securely here across western Wisconsin. But again, they're going to die out as they move into central Wisconsin. They're doing that now, but they're going to still pack a punch with some wind energy in there. But tomorrow, we're all under the gun once again, especially through the afternoon, with wind gusts near 50 to 60 miles per hour. And the hail threat tomorrow is especially high through the afternoon. So here's the threat for tomorrow. So hail, wind, and heavy rain. Heavy rain and hail probably the main threats here tomorrow, with some wind gusts in there that could include up near 50 or 60 miles per hour. Today, though, not so much, right? We had lots of cloud cover. Temperatures were a bit colder. Highs near 60 versus they were near 70 yesterday. Tomorrow, though, is going to be a bit near 70 again and incredibly humid, and then storms throughout the area tomorrow night. Right now, we're at 61 in Rhinelander, 64 for Tomahawk. High dew points in here. The air is very buoyant, so this weather coming through tonight has lots of moisture to play with. It'll likely wring that out as it comes through north central Wisconsin with some brief heavy rain. But then going forward, 67 tomorrow, up near 70, 65 for Friday. Then the bottom falls out. Look at the weekend. I know timing not great, right? 50s, low to mid 50s for highs on Saturday and Sunday. Our forecast then tonight, though, scattered showers and thunderstorms out there. Locally strong, gusty winds with small hail and brief heavy rains. Look for low temperatures down near 48 and kind of muggy out there as well. For tomorrow, another round of locally severe weather coming through the area tomorrow. Probably about this time tomorrow evening, heavy rain, gusty winds, damaging wind gusts tomorrow as well, with high temperatures up near 70. And then looking ahead, your 7-day forecast by Northwoods Furniture and Mattress shows tomorrow, kind of like today, right? Friday, same story and cooler, followed by a cool weekend with temperatures hanging out in the 50s. Dan?
Books nowadays are made with heavy machinery, but it wasn't always that way. For centuries, books were bound by hand. And here in the Northwoods, one man has spent much of his life mastering the art of bookbinding. Newswatch 12's Morgan Johnson joins us live in studio with more. Morgan?
Dan, it's tough to come across a traditional bookbindery, but Florian Bieschke of Arbor Vitae has a passion for repairing old books to make sure the story inside is never lost.
This thing is addictive.
Bookbinding, something not many people do anymore, and maybe something you've never even heard of.
If you're a book lover, that's one thing. But if you're a constructivist, you like to make things, that's a whole other thing.
Florian Bieschke is one of the few bookbinders left in Wisconsin.
Fresh for you from 1872.
As you can imagine, he likes doing it.
I have hundreds of tools, hand tools for doing decoration. I can't get enough of them. I love them. I love all this stuff.
Thousands of books have been binded by Bieschke in this small hut. He says almost all of bookbinding is working with your hands, and each book tells a different story.
And that's what it is with people with books. The book has become an object in its own right. And it's no longer that, okay, there were 450 of them. No, this was Dad's. This was Grandpa's.
Like most stories, rebinding a book is full of adversity.
You're going to mess up. That's not important. Things are going to happen. That's not important. What are you prepared to do about it? That is what's important. Do you have a plan?
Through constant challenges, Bieshki is always learning new things.
There's so much more that I wish I had time to learn.
Retirement doesn't appeal to Bieshki. What does appeal to him is the craft of taking each day, one book at a time.
The original plan was to quit at 75. I'm not sure that's a good plan. That's only 2 more years.
If you have an old book that needs repairing, you can contact Bieshki, but you might have to wait. He has a long list of books to do first. Back to you, Dan.
Thanks, Morgan. By this time next month, 11,000 more people could die from COVID-19. That's according to a new forecast from the CDC, which predicts daily deaths could increase by about 80 people per day. Already, the virus has taken the life of more than 1 million Americans. The CDC also expects hospitalizations will increase over the next 4 weeks. Most of the North Woods of Wisconsin is in the medium COVID-19 community level. The entire state is seeing a rising caseload. The U.S. Embassy in Kiev has reopened its doors for the first time in 3 months. The United States flag was brought outside the embassy and raised again. The embassy had originally closed due to Russia's invasion of Ukraine back in February. The reopening follows a common trend, as many other Western countries such as France, Germany, and Britain have also reopened their embassies in Kiev within the last month. A late winter has pushed back many beekeepers in the area. Coming back after the break, we'll hear about the start to honey season.
Is a new roof on your spring to-do list? Hi, I'm Paul, owner of Overhead Solutions. Now is a great time to think ahead and secure a spot for that replacement on our schedule. Go ahead and call our competitors, but before you sign on that dotted line, call Overhead Solutions. I believe our high quality and fair price can beat our competition.
Call Overhead Solutions for a free roof estimate.
Remember, don't overpay. Call Overhead. Overhead Solutions.
There's no telling what the next Wisconsin Lottery scratch game will bring. It's the hit family of games, loaded with top prizes of $25 to $500. With prices from $1 to $10 and more than 52,000 total top prizes, these tickets are sure to be a hit. Instant scratch games from the Wisconsin Lottery. Odds are you'll like them.
And I walked right into U.S. Cellular and I said I want to choose any phone in here for free. What'd he say? He said, sure. Really nice guy. I had my pick of any phone from any brand, free, even the newest ones.
Wow.
Yeah.
You got the big screen?
Yeah.
Big storage?
Yeah.
Fits in your pocket?
Fits in my pocket. You know, it's a big phone, and that's what I wanted, and I got what I wanted.
At U.S. Cellular, we put you first. So choose any phone free. Plus, get unlimited data for just $30 a month. U.S. Cellular, America's locally grown wireless.
Dude, great ride. Right? This Silverado keeps me connected and in control. And this touchscreen is my command center.
My command center. The 2022 Silverado LT. Find new control. Find new roads.
Well-qualified buyers can get 1.9% financing on all 2022 Silverado 1500 pickups. Or order your next Chevy at your local dealership. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
Look, I know them all. They're friends. But Kevin Nicholson's not establishment, not of the donor class. He's just running to get things done. It's the Marine in him. Kevin organized no better friend into Wisconsin's most effective conservative group. Works fast behind the scenes. He exhausts me. Get Kevin in that governor's chair, and the conservative changes others only promise, safe streets, secure elections, will actually happen.
Fun and a paycheck don't often go together. But what if they did?
It's more enjoyable that way, for sure.
They do here. It's a groundbreaking team.
That's kind of a really good feeling.
Serving guests from all over.
Meeting new people every day, helping people out.
Making a big difference.
That's what we do.
And yes, having a good time.
We laugh a lot.
Join us on Team Kasurik.
You don't work a day in your life if you love what you do.
The rewards are many.
Perfect statement.
And people are having fun.
They sure are.
Begin your new adventure here.
People are not the only ones being active in the nice weather. Bees are getting out of hibernation right now. Spring is a key season in the annual beekeeping calendar. Chris Hansen of Hansen Honey Farm in Rhinelander says it's the time of year when colonies quickly produce more bees, also known as the spring buildup. It's also a time of vulnerability. How a beehive fares over the spring will greatly impact the honey crop over the summer.
Your early season, like right now, is primarily buildup. By the time we get to usually around the 1st of June, we start putting our honey boxes on.
Honey starts as flower nectar collected by bees, which gets broken down into simple sugars stored inside the honeycomb. Hansen says there are health benefits to consuming honey.
Health benefits are going to be like the pollen, having natural pollen in the honey. Will help with your allergies. Now, it's not necessarily immediate because there are such low quantities of pollen in there.
And while Hansen is still doing last-minute preparations, he said that in early June he'll be ready to harvest honey. Healthy eating habits start at childhood, but getting your child to eat well-balanced meals may not always be easy. In today's Health Minute, Mandy Gaither has tips on how to raise healthy eaters without all the stress.
Fruits and veggies, an important part of a healthy diet, but sometimes getting your child to eat what they should is hard for parents to pull off.
There are some tactics that as caregivers we can implement at meal and snack time that can create a positive pressure-free meal time for kids.
Registered dietitian Catherine Sherry with Children's Healthcare of Atlanta's Strong for Life says the first step, letting your child have a role in meal and snack times. Let the child decide if they're hungry, what foods they want to eat from what's provided to them, and how much they'd like to eat. Sherry says that honors their hunger and fullness cues.
For the caregiver, their job is to provide what food should be offered, where the food should be offered, and when that food is going to be offered. And everything else is up to that child.
Model healthy eating habits at home. Eat the same foods with no distractions, like from screens or toys. Sherry says sharing with family at mealtime makes kids more likely to build a healthy relationship with food.
Talking with that child about age-appropriate conversations and keeping it light, making sure that we're not having difficult conversations at meal times because we want to build a positive relationship around food.
Finally, healthy eating also includes what your child drinks. Sherry says offering water, plain milk, or a milk alternative is a good choice. For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
This portion of Newswatch 12 is brought to you by Slumberland.
Don't miss 3 all-new episodes of TV's #1 rated Night of Dramas.
You got shot!
1 entry wound and 1 exit wound, right? Well, that bullet was the one we recovered. Where did the one in his lung come from?
Things have been weird.
Wedding jitters are normal.
Maybe there's a good reason we've been putting this off for so long.
We're gonna put that man in jail, and it's all gonna be because of you.
She's unraveling.
Saw something ain't right.
An all-new Chicago Wednesday, tonight on NBC.
At Big Valley Ford, we have a great selection of gently used trucks, SUVs, and cars. And we are ready to help you find the right vehicle to explore the North Woods. Big Valley Ford is passionate about every vehicle that enters our service center, and our team of technicians are here to help with all of your service needs. Whether you are looking for a new or used vehicle or need to get your current ride back on the road, stop into Big Valley Ford in Ewan, Michigan, and experience the Big Valley difference.
Summer's here, and it's time to refresh your space, indoor or out. Get an incredible 25% off Slumberland low prices during our huge memorial sale at Slumberland. Explore our comfortable living rooms, bedrooms, dining rooms, patio, and more. Pay no interest for 5 years and get free doorstep shipping. Are you sleeping in pain but dread mattress shopping? Come to Slumberland, where each bed is rated for back support and softness. It takes all the guesswork out of finding your perfect bed.
The great experiences you have in here, even out here, all started here. Because the best customer experience always leaves a great impression. GMC, awarded #1 in sales satisfaction by J.D. Power.
Visit your North Central Wisconsin GMC dealer.
Spas, spas, spas. The Swim Spa Hot Tub and Sauna Show. This weekend only inside the Central Wisconsin Convention and Expo Center, Rothschild. Millions of inventory must be sold. Prices are slashed up to 60% off retail. So save thousands. Save big on new hot tub spas and saunas. Plus, see the Michael Phelps Signature Swim Spas by Master Spas.
Hi, I'm Michael Phelps. Join the swimming revolution.
The Swim Spa Hot Tub and Sauna Show. This weekend only inside the Central Wisconsin Convention and Expo Center, Rothschild. Visit 800spasale.com.
If you're ready to sell or thinking of buying, Northwoods Realtors are ready to help. Local realtor professionals are knowledgeable on our unique market, and a multiple listing service maximizes exposure for the benefit of sellers and buyers alike. Visit upnorthmls.com today to view properties for sale or to find a realtor who can help you sell or buy in the beautiful Northwoods.
May is Maytag month.
Time to go to work.
Put the hardest working month of the year to work for you and save big on the Maytag performance you need.
Charcuterie. Done and done.
Accurate Appliance, located at 143 State Street in downtown Medford.
All right, here's a live look at Duluth, where a line of severe weather came through about 30 minutes ago. Back over to radar now, Paul, if we can. Looking at a closer look here, that line is now approaching Iron and Ashland counties, working toward the southeast at about 40 miles per hour. In it, there are wind gusts near 50 to 60 miles per hour, just barely approaching the severe criteria for that. So this line will likely hold together and lessen in intensity as it works into northern Wisconsin tonight, but still expect some heavy wind gusts, some torrential downpours, lightning and thunder. Your dog is not going to like that. So now's the time to kind of secure the trampoline and lawn furniture. This will get through here about 9, 10 o'clock tonight. Then tomorrow, we do have more weather on the way, especially tomorrow evening. More on that for you at 6 o'clock tonight.